Today we will discuss how technology, innovation and regulation can help create secure and trustworthy digital infrastructure in our country.
Digital sovereignty, as we talk of, is not just a concept, but I think it is very, I would say, critical strategic imperative. It is critical for the national security policy. And more importantly, if you look at the theme of Atmanirbhar and Viksit Bharat, I think it is critical for all of us.
Globalization will be measured and regional structures will become stronger, and sovereignty of data, sovereignty of cloud becomes very, very critical in such a scenario.
Sovereignty is important. It's about how your setup, your environment needs to be sovereign.
Data, as we know, is already a currency globally. The nations tomorrow or the economic prosperity of countries will be defined by data. Each nation would like to harness that data that it generates and the way it gets consumed and is utilized to build AI models, monetization that can happen as a result.
Some of the critical infrastructure that are there in the countries, right? Like you would say healthcare, like financial or telecom networks, etc., need for on-soil cloud presence in several countries. And supporting critical infrastructure protection will become a big driver for sovereign cloud strategies. From an export control standpoint too, I think having a robust sovereign cloud play out in the context of India would be helpful.
The residency of data, the audit trail that you maintain, the logs that you maintain, and ensure the seamless access and availability and residency of data every time. So within the jurisdiction and the law of the land. When we look at it from the point of view of security, one aspect is of course the geopolitical aspect, but the another also is the cost of cyber security, incidents that are happening. And with the advent of AI and this amount of sophistication that AI brings into cyber security, having sovereign digital infrastructure, very, very strong layers of controls, how data goes and where data goes.
India definitely needs to say a cloud architecture blueprint for the country, which can take care of most of the regulatory requirements across different bodies. We'll have to have open standards, APIs, and harness the best of vendors and companies across the world, not be locked by any vendor.
India's economy today is going through dynamic changes, and while we have moved on from rank 10 to rank 4, because the government has in the last 1 decade also given a lot of innovations and reservations of the past many years, and out-of-box decisions have been taken and many taboos of the past have been broken away. Because the age of silos is over, now it's all the age of synergy. A synergy which has to be wider and has to be driven by innovation and creativity, which has each day to rise from one level to the other. Otherwise you don't sustain it. You can't do business with the old strategies. So we have to learn each other how to keep growing. And for that, the only option now is to move in an integrated fashion in a single karma.